What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Dermy Wormy, and I'm coming at you with another installment of G Gundam. This is G Gundam episode 34, and this is a good episode. I say that a lot of the times. I've come to realize I say almost every episode's a good episode, but that's because the whole series is fantastic. It knows what it needs to be. It doesn't try to be anything else but, well, G Gundam. Like, it doesn't want to be anything else. And that's all it really requires. This episode, though, I'm trying to think of a good way to describe it. It's the beginning of a big change. Let's say that. Huge change coming to everything, and some more developments on what Wong's major plans are. They come out right the bat. And also, we firmly established that Wong is just a major bad person. I'm trying to watch what I say because it's still a minute into the video. So let's just get into it, shall we? And we start here, but we get to our narrator. Gotta love this dude. Such a fantastic man. Has no name, but hey, just talks. And what he talks about is the tournament is currently getting ramped up. Fights are becoming more and more vicious. It's becoming a fight for survival. And today's match is no different, especially because today's match has greatly changed. It has been just 1v1 bouts. You've had some interesting changes with Michaelo Chariot and Chapman coming in. Now we have a really weird change going on. We have a double battle between, I cannot remember which one's which, but I think it's Neo Singapore's Ashura Gundam and Neo Malaysia's Skull Gundam. These are Domon's opponents for today. Why the change? Why now? What's going on? Why are these the opponents? Well, we'll explain it as time goes on. And I gotta say, as much as my personal favorite character is without a shadow of a doubt between Master Asia and why am I just heard his name a little bit ago. Why am I blanking on it? Neo Germany, Shadow Gundam. We'll get back to it. His name will come back to me. Oh my god. I'm so awful with names. Just downright horrible with names. Schwarzbruder. There we go. Schwarzbruder is one of my favorite characters. It's between him and Master Asia. Schwarzbruder puts Domon into a very precarious situation, without a shadow of a doubt. It's all Schwartz's fault. So, let's open up. All with our weird goings-ons. And we open today's episode fully with Rain walking home with some groceries, and she takes note of both Burning Gundam and Noble Gundam over at the boat. Trying to figure out, like, hey, what's going on here? And we come to Allenby and Domon working on the Burning Gundam. Allenby has some ideas for the hyper mode. She wants to help improve it and increase it, being Allenby. Because Allenby's Allenby. Lovely little girl. Oh, my third favorite character. I love Allenby. She's adorable. And she and Domon are becoming quick friends, and she's just helping out. And Domon, being Domon, not the brightest when it comes to technology, but knows enough. And as, he's there, they're there working on the Gundam, Rain comes in. And Rain is not happy. Because, one, she has some legitimate reasons not to be happy. A foreign country working and tampering on another country's Gundam, for instance. But also, jealousy. Because it's very established that Rain and Domon are kind of the will they, won't they couple, but also you got Allenby in there, who is another contender for the will they, won't they combination. And Allenby's perfect, but she's no Rain. But Rain Rain's there chewing their butt out. Dumble's like, hey, relax. We're not enemies anymore. We're friends. We're partners. And she's just helping us out. And Rain doesn't like it, so she throws them both into the water. And the little kids say Rain's scary when she gets mad. Don't affect her. And Domon doesn't know what's going on. Domon. Domon's lovable. He can be an airhead on some situations, but he just got kicked out and he doesn't know why. And Rain says, let that cool you guys off. And then she takes note of sometimes being too close is a bad idea. As she stares down on the improved hyper system. But take note of why Rain did that. She's jealous. She has feelings for Domon. And, well, yeah. She's highly emotional on that one. She is kind of jealous of Allenby, and she and her have that relationship going on. Where they're pining after the same dude who really doesn't acknowledge either of them. But he does acknowledge one of them. He kind of does in his own way. And it is unique. We then cut to later in the day. We're back over at Wong's mighty palace, the government building. And outside we have Neo Japan talking. These are the representatives, of course. The government for Neo Japan, what have you. Major Alube, other government dude, Dr. Mikamura, and Rain all work for Neo Japan's. They have apparently been coming to the government building for the past, I want to say it was 2 to 3 days. I keep forgetting that part. And each time, Wong has not responded to them. Wong has not talked to them. Wong has said absolutely nothing. And they need to know who Domon's next opponent is. They seriously need to know. What's going on here? We need to figure some stuff out. Well, as they plan to go, Rain catches note of somebody jumping around. And as she watches it, trying her best, she spots that it's Schwartz Bruder trying to get that shot. Probably as close as I can get it. So as everybody else is leaving, Rain says she's going to go inside and just check around. Try to figure out what's going on. She goes inside. And the rest of Neo Japan doesn't know that she's following Schwartz Bruder. She just says, hey, I'm going to go inside and check it out. She goes inside and she watches as Schwartz uses his ninja tactics, because Schwartz is a ninja, to go into the wall. Because Schwartz is investigating something. Rain doesn't know what's going on. Now inside the secret hangar, Schwartz is looking around and he comes upon the reality, shocked at what he sees. Dark Gundam. Staring him down. Schwartz amazed that it is still alive, with Wong and Master Asia admiring this. And Wong lays it out. The reason he wants Dark Gundam, the reason he's doing all this. The Dark Gundam is a super powerful Gundam. Again, it rivals that of Burning Gundam. It is incredibly strong, and whoever wields it can rule the galaxy for all of eternity, can rule all of space. And he wants Burning Gundam to assist in Neo Hong Kong's rule. No, his rule. He wants to rule for eternity. And Master Asia says it's still banged up after the battle in the Guyana Highlands. He uses his technique with his little belt thing to break open the inside, and we see Kyoji still there, just beaten up, destroyed. And Master Asia takes note and says, after the battle in Guyana Highlands, he is nothing more than a punching bag. I think in the dub and in the sub, I think he's actually dead. I think Kyoji's pretty much gone. I don't think Kyoji exists anymore. And he's in a bad condition. That's all I know for sure. I should have checked out the sub to be on the safe side, but he is not good. And Master Asia says we have to make sure that everything's working properly and we have strength in order to proceed forward. And they're marveling at it. The power will be theirs. Schwartzbruder is concerned. He can't believe it's actually there. And as Schwartz is watching, Master Asia takes note that somebody else is there and freaks out. Throws his attack. His attack gets stopped. His the cloth band that Master Asia is good at. Schwartzbruder tears it apart, and Master Asia calls for all the guards, everybody. We have an intruder. He needs to be dealt with now. Now, back in the little waiting room area where Rain is, all the alarms start going off. Rain's trying to figure out what's going on, as she's also now in the spot that Schwartz was when he snuck in. And as she's there, the wall explodes. Schwartzbruder comes jumping out. Now he has a cut on him. They all notice each other. Schwartz picks up Rain as the guards and Master Asia come out. As they are searching for whoever the heck did this, Wong demands all security forces go find the intruders and bring them to justice. And also that includes his personal lapdogs, Chapman and Mikolo. Now, as Schwartzbruder is jumping from rooftop to rooftop with Rain, Rain asks what's going on, and Schwartz simply says, "Shut up, you'll bite your tongue." They're jumping around. All security forces in the entire city are being called. Police, boats, everything. They want these people found. And as they're jumping around, trying to see who comes first. I think, yeah. As they're jumping around, Schwartz sees Chapman. And I had to double check. That's why I jumped forward real quick. He sees Chapman first, and Chapman's there with his gun and just starts taking shots at Schwartz. Then from behind comes Mikolo, ready to figure out what's going on and take care of business. Mikolo, Schwartz, and Chapman keep fighting throughout the streets of Hong Kong. Mainly, freaking Schwartz is trying to just evade them and get out of there. Not really fight, but Mikolo and Chapman are there to do what they can to stop him. Mikolo is using silver feet, hitting back and forth. Schwartzbruder being just a badass, throwing ninja stars at Mikolo's silver feet. At one point, Schwartz throws Rain up into the air so he could try to do the stars. He recatches her, says, "Hey, everything's gonna be all right. We're gonna get out of here." And as Schwartz is holding on to Rain, she takes note of something. Schwartz feels familiar. Like there's something about Schwartz that is super familiar to her. When you go back to some of the other times when we've had our main characters interact with Schwartz, mainly Domon interact with Schwartz, he says the same thing. Like there's something familiar there. Master Asia knows who he is and what his face is. There's something with Schwartz that is very compelling and soothing to our main characters. As they keep moving on, we also watch as Mikolo uses his silver feet, strikes down a building and completely destroys it. As that building falls, we cut over to Domon and Allenby, and they're taking note of all the chaos in the city, like what's going on. And slowly, like all the boat people see it. Next thing you know, Schwartz and Rain land in front of Domon and Allenby. They quickly then disappear because they don't know what's going on. They got to get to safety. And as Schwartz and Rain disappear, security catches up to Domon and Allenby. Bam, surrounded. And Mikolo's there. Mikolo starts accusing Domon of being the intruder along with Allenby. Chapman's there behind them. Domon and them are ready to fight. Domon doesn't know what's going on, neither does Allenby, and just then Master Asia shows up to take on Domon. Because Master Asia thinks Domon was the intruder. Domon stops an attack, and Domon and Master Asia start wailing on each other. Master Asia saying, "You're nothing, I'm still stronger than you," and pissed off that he's the intruder, so they're just going all out. And as they're going all out, Master Asia thinks that Domon is still not as strong as him, but Domon knocks away a fist. And in doing so, Master Asia realizes that Domon is changing. There's things here. And as they all land, the way of the fighters through the fist, Master Asia takes note of these aren't them. We need to find the real people. Mikolo starts trying to fight back, and Master Asia doesn't take it. Chapman leaves. Everything seems to be kind of done and over with. Security forces, everybody's leaving, but the red car is Wong, and he asks Master Asia, "Why haven't you apprehended our intruders? What's going on here?" And Master Asia says, "You don't. Those that don't understand the fist don't understand reality. Domon is not our target. Just not. He's not the person." And Wong says, "I don't believe you. We need to take him into justice." Master Asia continues to deny it. And then Wong says, "Well, I'll take care of it. The accused must be judged." That's just what's going to happen. Rain, now walking back to the boat, recalls what happened after the end, after Schwartz and her got away. Schwartz simply tells Rain, Rain tries to figure out what all went on back there. And Schwartz says, "I can't tell you right now. But the most important thing to know is don't trust Wong. Wong cannot be trusted under any circumstances." And that's what rings in her head is don't trust Wong. Don't trust Wong. And as they all walk back late at night, Domon appears and tries to ask, "Hey, Rain, what's going on? Why were you with Schwartzbruder? What's happening?" And Rain tries to tell him, but she doesn't fully know either. And just then, Allenby comes by to interrupt, to inform Domon they both have their next opponents, and it's a tag team match. Yep. Tag team has been established. It will be Allenby, Domon versus, Neo, Skull Gundam and Ashura Gundam, Neo Singapore, Neo Malaysia. I don't remember which one's which. And as they come into Wong's space, they are informed, well, all the battlegrounds are pretty much empty. Like they're closed for repairs. Everything needs to be repaired. We're in a bit of a tough spot. So this next match is going to be a double match, so we can get just 2 matches out of the way. Simple enough. And Domon's like, "Yeah, sounds simple enough. What if we refuse?" And that's when Wong comes by and says, "Well, you can refuse, but then if you refuse, you basically forfeit all rights to continue in the tournament. See? We got this." And Domon takes note that, hey, that's a strong plan, Either I fight or I lose. Everything. Either I fight or I'm completely disqualified. Gotta move on. We'll do this. Domon and Allenby agree, and that's when we see their opponents who also agree. I do like, you only get like 1 or 2 episodes with these guys. I do like their designs. They're very unique. I mean, it is incredibly cool how they look. They took the time to do it. So, everything's set, ready to go, and we get this cool double suit up from both Domon and Rain, and it just feels nice. I wish I could play it, but I know I'll get struck. And as they're suiting up, you have Domon, relaxing, Allenby doing Allenby stuff, being all happy and cheerful, and Domon's being very serious and stoic, like, oh, not saying anything. And Allenby's there going, yippee, wonderful thing. She actually says yippee as Domon's doing this like really serious startup. It is fantastic. I love it. I love their opening. We now get to our, the news reporter, the person that's been doing a lot of the covering of the Gundam match. She says, over this dark, cloudy day, we have a once-in-a-lifetime thing, a double match. Now let's see what's going to happen. Ashura Gundam. We had Skull Gundam, which I don't really like Skull Gundam's design. I think it could have been done a whole lot cooler. Ashura Gundam, though, that is a feat of beauty right there. Just so immaculate and cool looking. And it has some really cool techniques. You have Allenby's team. I think it's Denmark. No, it's not Denmark. Denmark was Mermaid Gundam. One of the Netherlands areas. Sweden. Neo Sweden says, hey, the Berserk system's not operational. Still can't use it. Allenby says, we're not going to be using that. You told me you'll never use it again. I got Domon. I don't need any help. And she comes over, latches onto Domon's arm, and Domon raises a, Yeah, we got this. I love this scene. I love this little bit between them. And as their battle is about to begin, cut over to Wong and Master Asia. Wong's on the phone, says, "Oh, preparations are already prepared. Well done." And Master Asia asks Wong, "What are you doing?" Wong says, "I told you, the accused must be judged." Gundam fight ready, set, go. Oh, but there is a face like Master Asia doesn't like what Wong has prepared. Like Master Asia. One of the things we have learned about Master Asia is the art of war, the art of combat is very sacred to him. Interfering in fights or the art of war is a no-no. And what Wong does infuriates Master Asia. I don't blame him. So, match set, ready, go. Everybody starts going into battle. And as Allenby goes forward, Domon comes right behind her and is stopped. Domon is now pinned to the ground and doesn't know why. Allenby turns around to see, hey, what's up? And she gets pelted right in the face by Skull Gundam. Domon is pinned to the ground, can't get up, saying everything around him feels like it's just being heavier and heavier. He cannot move. Everybody's concerned, scared. Domon's still trying to get up. And that's when it's revealed. Because I think Schwartz even takes note. Like down below, you get this. It's a stupid looking object. But you see he's being pulled down by magnetism. Hate how this thing looks. Schwartz Bruder is concerned, like, what the heck's happening? Because he's watching out upon the whole match. Master Asia is furious, like, what did you do? And that's when Wong says, put a little gravity field in. This gravity field will pin Domon down. Can't get up. Even his hyper mode won't help him escape this. He is a sitting duck, and nothing he can do can help. Master Asia is furious, yelling at Wong, saying this is not okay, this is not right, this is not honorable. And Wong continues to reiterate, the accused must be judged. You should have done it. Now it's my turn. Back to the battlefield where everybody's just pelting basically Allenby. Allenby's trying to defend Domon here. She tries to get over to Domon to help her up, and she gets pushed away. Rain doesn't know what's going on because she sees like the gravity fields. And that's when, the taunting begins. Skull Gundam and Ashura Gundam are like, hey, come on, man, what's going on? Can't move? Well, let's just teach you a lesson, shall we? Allenby takes up and just defends Domon for as long as she can, and she just can't land a hit. Getting hit from both sides, struggling left, right, and center. Skull Gundam comes in. One scene, and I just skipped over it, but it's just hard to see. She tries to hit Ashura Gundam with her like beam ribbon. Ashura Gundam gets up and separates into multiple parts. Even like it's intense, and Skull Gundam she's getting wailed on by two Gundams. It's so painful to watch because you're watching Allenby, who's a lovable character, be able to do nothing while she's being eaten alive, essentially. Sweden's concerned. They ask, hey, did you guys leave us out there? What's going on? Why can't Neo Japan get up? Neo Japan responds with, we can't do anything. Like, we would never do such things so dishonorable, but we can't move. We can't figure anything out. They're concerned, they got the gravitational field down there doing its thing. They take note that this is becoming dangerous even for Domon, like he could get crushed to death. Domon's struggling, saying, I need to get up. I need to help out my teammates. I need to help my friends. Watching as Allenby just gets pelted by Ashura's strongest attack. A lightning bolt, essentially. Then you see freaking Skull Gundam use its strongest attack, burning Allenby, having Allenby fall to the ground, basically in this just awful look, saying, Domon, why won't you get up? Why won't you help? Falling to the ground, basically passed out, about to die. Sweden even takes note, like her life signals are failing. That's when Ashura and all of them, they come down and they say, now it's your turn, Japan. Start pelting him with as much attacks as they can. And they say, people like you piss us off. You said that you're going to win all your matches. Now look at you. You're going to be beaten down by us. How does that feel? Just pelting him one after another after another. Sweden says, hey, we're going to tell Allenby to leave because now it's becoming an issue of life and death. Allenby says, no, she can't leave. She has to be here for Domon. It's the honorable thing to do. As she stands up, the Ashra and Skull say, you're crazy? You still want to fight? Fine, we'll take care of this. Domon getting furious now because he can't help. He can't do anything. He starts raging and the hyper mode starts activating. Now remember, Wong says this field can't, even Domon's hyper mode can't break through this field. Remember that. Also call back to something else that happened. But we'll get to that. There's some interesting stuff. But as Domon gets up, he starts engaging the hyper mode. Skull Gundam and our little Ashra Gundam become like, what's going on here? Domon's raging. Wong says your hyper mode won't work, but then starts noting like something's happening. Like the hyper mode is working. Domon stands up. Strength, strong, able to stand in this gravitational field. Power level rising. Ashra Gundam tries to stop him, but he can't. Allenby comes in. Domon and Allenby basically merge as one, sharing each other's power. As Domon's strength increases, he's able to break out, and that's when Rain takes note of the upgrade that Allenby put in. Upgrade to the hyper unit to make it stronger, make it more efficient. It helped. This is what pushes Domon out of this gravitational field. And in doing so, makes Domon even stronger because now he's sharing part of his power with Allenby to finish off this match. Master Asia watching in glory as his student is now becoming even stronger, breaking out of this prison that was supposed to be unbreakable. The gravitational field is destroyed. Master Asia's in awe. Wong's furious. Domon and Allenby are racing up into the air. Rain's watching upon this, and they just take it to them. They do a special burning finger, which is double it, on both Ashura and Skull Gundam while they're running a race screaming they're sorry, but they're not going to have it. They both get taken out. Beautiful explosion. Everybody amazed that this even happened, but except for Master Asia, just in awe. Loves Master Asia. He's technically a villain, but he still loves the fight. And there's some things behind Master Asia that you guys just don't know yet. You watch as everybody's rejoicing because they all won and everything's good. Or is it? Because Wong is furious. Master Asia says, this is what you get for interfering with a fight, Wong. You should never have done that. And Wong says, well, you know what? We're going to show him what his next opponents are. And announces who Domon's next 4 opponents will be. Throughout the next 4 episodes, Domon will be facing off against the Shuffle Alliance. One after another. Continuing down until the final matches. Domon is shocked. Wong says, will he continue his undefeated nature here, or will something else happen? Only time will tell. Wong then asks Master Asia, is this an okay thing? Can I do this? And Master Asia says, this is better than what you were planning. So we'll go with this. And that's pretty much where the episode ends. I'm not lying. I'm excited. When I talk about G Gundam, I usually tell you it's Street Fighter mixed with giant fighting robots mixed with Super Dragon Ball Z. So Dragon Ball Z-esque. We are starting to get into the Dragon Ball Z-esque. The next 4 episodes, things happen and change that are awesome. We have rematches. We have powerful rematches, and we have some character development up the wazoo that I love. But only time will tell, guys. Until next time, please leave a like on this video. Share it out with friends if you enjoy all these. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Also, I do have memberships now. I have a members Discord. I'm going to start doing member streams every other Saturday or something like that. Please check it out. If you're a member, you can just go over to the Discord, and I'll see you all on the next one. Bye for now.